So you want to make a ranking system inside of Rec Room for your military game. Well, luckily, I've got you covered. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a full-on ranking system inside of Rec Room without really that much harder circuits. I'm going to show you every single circuit you need. I'm going to show you how to connect them. And yeah, by the end of this tutorial, you'll have a perfectly functioning ranking system with ranks, XP, and branches, and the stuff that goes above players' heads. If you want the HUD and the colors, make sure to like, subscribe, leave it in the comments, and I'll definitely do a video about that if I get enough comments asking that. This is my second time making this video. The first time it was no cuts, really bad. I had really bad headache during that. This is going to be more high quality, better explained. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. So I've actually pre-made all these circuits before we went into this room, so I can just show you what circuits to get, and then I'm going to show you how to connect them. If I'm going too fast or the screenshot goes away too fast, just pause the video, get everything in your game, and just listen to my voice telling me what to connect. So this is going to be the training on the trainer side. So to hook everything up, I want you to select connect by going into your tools menu and clicking connect. Then connect the pressed on the button to the player prompt multiple choice, the player to the player on the player prompt multiple choice, so the player underneath the pressed, not the released, to this player. Then the list to the answer choices, and then all your branches, doesn't matter what order, I want you to put in here. If you don't have enough slots, go into your maker menu, click on configure, click on list create, go into your maker menu again, config, and then add or remove an input. And that way, if you click on configure on any of these things, you should be able to type in them. So then next you want to connect the on prompt complete to the if and the success to the condition. This makes sure that if the prompt was successfully completed, it's going to go through. Otherwise, it's not going to go through. That's going to fix a bunch of glitches. The then is going to go into the if. So this is actually a bool variable. To make this variable right here, just go into palette and search up a bool variable. Just like that. And then get this one, place it down. Then go into tools, configure, click on it, go to config, then name it train, make sure to submit it. Then right here on cloud variable, turn it on. The trained, this part of the train is going to go into condition. That's going to be the output, this is the input. So to get the branch right there, you want to click on config on the event definition that I named train player. I'm going to click on that, and then go into config, and you can name it right here. Then on the property, type in branch, on bool, search for string, right here, and then click on add property. You'll get that. Then connect the branch to the response, like that. That's gonna be it for the training on the trainer side. So this is going to be the training on the trainees side. I named a couple of variables. I'll tell you which variables they are. So the list get count. The list is going to go into the players. The count into the value, equals condition, and the event received trainer execution to the if. The value, just click with connect. You click on this little green thing, go to configure, and click 1. Then you're going to get the player entered. This player is going to go to player local. Then the if is going to hook up to the if player is local. This branch is a string variable. Just search up string variable or string v, and you should get a string variable. Put that in there. Then I want you to click on configure, like this. Then I want you to name it branch, submit that, and then click cloud variable and put that on. So it saves the value. To get this bool variable right here, just copy and paste this one right there by doing on your maker pen, tools, clone flip, put the train, clone it with this little white thingy, drag it over here. The is local is going to go into the branch. The branch is going to go into the train. And the branch, the string on the branch is going to go into this branch. So it sets it checks first if there's if there's one player in the area. You can make this as big as you want. This is the area players need to stand in. They can't see this, but make a box, tell them to stand inside of the box, and then put this inside of the box. So whenever one player is in it, it's going to do it. If there isn't one player in it, or if there's more than one player in it, it's not going to do it. So there's no glitches. That's going to be it for the entire training system. Here's it one more time. If you missed anything, you can just go back to the screenshots, the explanation, you'll find it out. We're going to test it by clicking on move and moving this over the button. So you want to just go in here, click the button. I am actually going to move back a little bit, put my hand in so it still detects someone being in it, click navy, okay. And then if I hover over the connect on the branch, you should be able to see that that's navy. It should work. If it doesn't work, check if you're in the trigger volume while you were doing it, or if it's even over the button at all. Because that's going to be really hard to be in it when it's not over the button. Gonna put that back up. And now for the XP. This is going to be the ranks, and I'm going to explain to you how it actually works. So for this part right here, I actually forgot a circuit. So I want you to get out an event receiver. Just like this. You first up event, and then receiver. Place it down right here. They go into configs, already selected. If it's not, click on go to tools, configure, and then select on that, and then go to config. Then the event, scroll all the way down, and right here update 30 Hz. And then you want to connect the execution to the if, but we're not going to do that yet, by the way. First we're going to connect the condition to the result. A goes to the XP, this is an int variable, and make sure to turn on cloud just like we did with this train and this branch variable. And then this XP is also going to go into the A on the other greater or equal. By the way, you need to copy these over for every single rank you have. I'm going to explain and why. It's also one rank less. So let's say I have 3 ranks, rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3. If I do not have enough XP to rank up, like let's say I set this to 100, just like that. Let's say I have 0 or 17 XP. If I do not have enough XP, then it will go, the else will go into the rank, because this is the default rank any trained player will get. So actually we have to do another thing. Just thought about that. Get an if. Just really quickly. And then go into tools again, clone and flip. And then get the train right here. I want you to go in the white thingy. Just clone and flip it right over here. Go to connect. And then this bool one, going to go into condition. This execution into the if. And the then will connect later. So it's going to check if you're trained, then it's going to do that. Otherwise, it's not going to do that. So the else is going in here because if you do not have enough, you just get the default rank. If you do, it's going to check. Wait a second. Do I have enough for the second rank? Which I'm going to make 450, but you can make whatever you want. So I'm going to show you how to get XP later, by the way. It's going to be a thing after this. But yeah, so to actually, what it's going to do right now is going to check from, wait a second, okay, you have enough. Do you have enough to rank up again? Let's say I do not. So the else is going into the second rank. The then is just going into the last one. If you want more ranks, you're going to clone and you're going to select these, just copy them over here, and do the same thing. Just the then. Do I have enough again? No, I don't. I'm going to go here and yes, I do. To the next one. All the way into the last rank where you're just going to put one singular rank variable, which is a string variable, by the way. Just get a string variable out, place it right there, name it ranked. No cloud variable needed, just a string variable. So it's actually pretty simple, but hard to understand. Yeah, so it can get really big. Mine is really big because I have a lot of ranks in my ranking system, but this is just a small portion. Now to actually activate it, the then goes into the if, just like that. And now it's always going to check, do I have enough? This is it for the training XP system on the ranks. Now let's get on to the giving out XP per minute, per hour, per 10 minutes, per second, whatever you want. So next up is going to be the 1 minute XP giving. I'm actually going to give you 1 XP every single minute. This is again the event definition. I just renamed it to update player world UI and room level HUD. The room level HUD is not what we're going to get into right now, but for future. So event receiver update 30 Hz is actually default. Get an event receiver and just set it to update 30 Hz. It's one all the way at the bottom. So just connect the execution to the run. I put the delay at 60, the default starts at 0. I just click on connect and change it to 60. After the delay into the cancel, and the cancel into the update player world UI and room level HUD. The execution from the update player world UI and room level HUD into the if. Trained, you can just copy paste that over to the condition. Then into the XP. The int on the right to the first value and the sum to the second value. Then put this value into 1 or whatever you want them to get per minute or per whatever time you have right here. So what it's actually going to do is you're going to send a thing to update whatever above your head. We're going to get into that later, but it's then going to check if you're trained. Now to get into the player world UI, which is going to be kind of harder, but it's kind of easy too. So there's actually a glitch right now, so you want to, for me, this is going to be the event sender update player world UI and HUD. So I'm just going to configure that right now. So then you want to connect this execution into the if, trained to the condition, the then to this display player world UI, the else to this one. Now I actually forgot some circuits again, I'm sorry. So get out the, I want you to get out a string format. Just like that. And what I also want you to do is I want you to copy and paste over 2 circuits. The rank right here. Just like that. And the branch. Now I'm actually going to configure the string format. I'm going to add an input. It gave you like that sound because it doesn't have any targets to upload the player world UI into. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect the result into the value, the rank to the value, the second one, and the branch into the third one. And click on the format. And what I'm going to type is fancy bracket by clicking shift and then this one, 0 fancy bracket, then a straight up line, and then another fancy bracket, and then 1, then a fancy bracket. This gives you the integer of whatever it wants. Basically what it does, the 0 means 0 is 1 and 1 is 2 and so on and so on. 0 means the first integer, 1 means the second integer, it means a certain amount of the list. So 0 means the first value, 1 means the second value. So it's basically going to get the first value, it's going to put it in right here. The second value is going to put it in right here. This is going to come out as E1 Navy. You can put whatever you want in here, but make sure if you want to put the rank first, put in the rank at the top and do fancy bracket 0 fancy bracket, and the same with the branch but then a 1. So connect the display player world UI to set player world UI text enabled, set player world UI text enabled to set player world UI text color, and the set player world UI text color to set player world UI text value. So right here I want to set the color, I'm going to set it to blue so you can see whoever's trained. But I'll get into colors if you guys really want that later. And this is just gonna leave white. So what I'm actually gonna do is click on the value right here and make this civilian, pedestrian, non-train, whatever. Like this. Then I'm going to connect the same things right here. The target is going to go into the player world UI, same for this one. And what I actually want you guys to configure inside this thing is one thing. I want you to, well, a couple things actually. I'll disable all of these and enable the text, and click and make sure the sync is on, and enable and joining also on, so it automatically enables it whenever you're joining. Well, I kind of forgot another circuit. So the when enable and joining is actually not going to work. I just realized. Get another event receiver. Put it right above here. Then configure it to be player joined. Right here. I'm actually going to move that up a bit just because it looks cleaner. Always clean up your circuits. It's going to make it so much easier to read. And then the execution into the if, and that's going to be it. So it's going to check when you join again if you have it trained. So if not, it's going to put it right here. Check if all the local players are local players in the entire room, because if they're an invalid player, it's not going to work. So that's going to be it for today's video. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, again, just leave them in the comments down below. I will try my best to answer them all. And if you have any more circuit tutorials that you want, make sure to just ask them to me, see what I can do. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye!